All right, well, I have a wonderful guest in the studio this afternoon. It's John DeDakis, and he is an author and actually going to be hosting a writing workshop for aspiring novelists on the Suncoast, and that's this Saturday. But I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's start with your book, because it is very compelling. You actually have two at this point.
I've written two. The third one's on the way.
All right, well, why don't you tell us about Fast Track?
Fast Track is about a young woman trying to figure out what to do with her life. And the book begins when she discovers the body of the aunt who raised her from infancy after her parents were killed in a car accident. And that trauma launches her on a search to find out more about her past. So she goes to the small town where the accident happened, gets a newspaper clipping, and discovers to her astonishment that she's the miracle baby who survived a car-train collision. No one had told her these details. Well, why not? So she convinces the newspaper editor to let her do a follow-up story. Two of her sources are the mayor and sheriff. They're running against each other for Congress. The election is 1 week away, and each guy has a secret that will unravel the mystery.
Oh, it sounds fascinating.
Thank you.
I've read a little bit of it so far, so it is a fascinating read.
Thank you.
We should mention, though, and I failed to mention this off the top, but you are the senior copy editor at a little show called The Situation Room with Walter Blitzer.
Right, right.
So,
that's the day job.
That's the day job.
Right, right.
But this is a fantastic hobby, and perhaps someday this will be your full-time job.
Well, maybe CNN would want to make that happen. You never know.
You never know. There you go. But you actually have turned some personal grief into sort of the impetus to do this, to mentor other writers, correct?
I think that's exactly right, because most authors write from personal experience. And my sister killed herself 30 years ago, and that's the first scene in the first novel. The book is not about that, but it was a catharsis to be able to write about that.
Sure. And the term you use is turning grief into love, and is fostering into this writing, you say, and also is this workshop this weekend. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the writing workshop is an all-day situation on Saturday, starting registration at 8:30, starting at 9 till 3, and there are 5 sessions, basically how to write a novel, buffing and polishing, the art of revision. We talk about staying organized, because a lot of times you get into the first 50 pages and then you hit the wall and you get confused and discouraged. And then we talk about the process of getting an agent, marketing yourself, things like that. Because really the whole motivation that I have is to try to encourage people that they can do it. Everybody has a story to tell, at least one. It's a matter of how you want to bring it to life. And I think I'm able to do that, to help a person figure out how to do it.
All right, well, to actually get involved with this, you need to have some information. We're going to put up on the screen right now. If you would like some more information about John, your website is? My
website is my name, which is tricky, and I'm glad you've got a graphic for this. It's johndedakis.com, JOHNDEDAKIS.com. And then, and so on my website, there's a calendar of events, and on the homepage you can find out more about the conference. There's a link to find out more about the workshop. And you can also contact my public relations person, Patty Tripathi, on Facebook at TriPath Media, and her email address is info@tripath.com.
All right, fantastic. And registration starts at 8:30 in the morning, so definitely something.
It's good to register ahead of time, though.
Yes, that's last minute, so of course we don't want to do that.
Well, I mean, whatever it takes. But if you've got the idea now, now's the time to get online and firm it up.
Very good. So nice to meet you. Thank
you for
joining us.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll be right back.